Do not let this summer gear and sunshine and beautifully clear roads fool you. Yes, do not let the summer gear and the sunshine fool you into thinking this is anything other than a freezing cold morning here in Derbyshire. Well, I've got this gear on for a couple of reasons. One, I'm trying out some new jeans. We'll get into those in a minute. And I'm also out trying a new drone that's been sent me. Quite interesting. So I can talk to you a little bit about the jeans, first impressions, until we get to somewhere that is suitable to try out this drone. Yes, I've been wearing the Roadskin Taranis jeans for a couple of years, I think now, or a year and a half, something like that, and they've been great. But the summer jeans, aren't they? So Kevlars are normally for the summer. Anyway, they've just come out with these new Paranoid X jeans. So they're the same as the Taranis on the outside, but they've got an inner shell of extra Kevlar on the inside, so they're perfectly warm. They look really nice colour, stretchy, really great fit. Thought they were a bit too tight when I first put them on, but they're not at all, they're just stretchy, so they look really cool. I've gone for the long ones so they don't ride up when you're riding. They were sitting lovely on my boots. Oh, look at that property. Yes, they're really nice. Roadskin Paranoid X. I will talk more at length about them, obviously, once I've tried them. This is the first 15 minutes putting them on. So, as I said at the beginning there, it's 6 degrees, it's freezing. Sorry, it's gone up to 8 degrees, but I'm not getting one bit of wind through them. My upper body, and this is really good actually, this is a Forester, I think it's called. This is good for keeping the warmth in. I can feel the cold getting through this, well, not the jeans. So thanks to Roadskin for sending me those. The Taranis jeans have been fantastic. Can't fault them one bit. So if these, half as good as that, I suppose they're going to be twice as good, being double skinned and an extra layer of Kevlar on the inside, so it keeps you warm and safe. But yeah, they feel great. Okay, moving swiftly onto the drone. You'll probably notice that I've got a couple of extra bits here on the VFR at the moment. And if you look closely, that little remote thing there, it's not a remote, but it's called a beacon. And it's for the HOVERAir X1 PRO that I have been sent. Yes, I know, I'll tell you its qualities and I'll tell you its weaknesses. So when they got in touch with me and I started looking into it, basically this is a self-flying camera. So again, if you've been watching me long enough, I love doing drone stuff. I don't do it very often, and it's because I can't be arsed. It's too much hassle, especially when you're with other people, like you're out on tour and you're with other people. It's too much hassle to pull up, set it up, fold out the legs, connect it to your phone, set the shot, blah, 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 blah. It's too much hassle. When I do put that extra effort in, it looks absolutely stunning. It renders amazing quality footage. Absolutely, like, just brilliant. But it's just too much hassle. I'd rather not take it out than take it out, just because of the hassle that goes along with doing it. Then worried about it not following you or it crashing into something and costing you a load of money to put right. So when they got in touch and told me about this one, it weighs absolutely nothing. It's about the same size as my hand, folded out, probably a touch wider. We'll have a look around it in a minute. The selling point for me was that it has a beacon, which is that's in front of me now. Let me just pull up here a second until a car comes. Yes, it has a beacon, which is this. Now the drone flying camera connects to the beacon. With the strength of it connecting to a beacon, it follows so much better. So I'm like, okay. Whilst we're finding somewhere to settle, just have a look at a couple of these clips that I took when I very first had it, and its following capabilities. Watch here as I'm walking around my garden, and then more importantly, look how it follows me through these two trees. And I purposefully went through the trees just to see if it would crash into one. Now, you couldn't do this with a DJI drone. It just wouldn't do it. It'd freak out, it'd want to stop. Can you see how easily that follows me through the trees? And also, you know, round the stove there. It follows so well. Right. So, first of all, let's appreciate the beauty of the VFR. What a beautiful lady she is. Right, so this is it. It weighs absolutely nothing. So this is the HOVERAir X1 PRO, and all you do is that. It's got sensors on the back, on the bottom, so it will do things that the other drones won't. It'll do a Dolly Track, which is, you know, you can ride and walk towards it, and it will film going away from you with obstacle avoidance behind it as well. I've tried like climbing over things, jumping under things, and it will just follow you. What I think it does is follows you almost exact as to the path that you walk or ride. Because if you've already gone through that path, it's clear. I think that's kind of what it does. Obviously, it's got the obstacle avoidance anyway, but literally, all you do is this. So you turn it on, press it and hold it. Let me turn the beacon on as well.
Current mode, follow.
This will sing in a minute to tell you that it's connected. There we go. Now, you can connect it to your phone if you wanted to with the app, and you can control all kinds of different things within there. But I think mainly this is more aimed at the follow thing, or, you know, following its subject or doing things with its subject. So, yeah, okay. So let's hover, looking at the VFR. So I'll press it. So it's selected to hover. I'm going to press it.
Continue. Hover.
Just takes off from your hand. That's it. So I can walk round, looking at the bike, use this for photography, 4K. Oh, you can see the jeans that I'm wearing as well. And then to make it land, all you do is look at it, put your hand out and it'll land. It's pretty slick. Pretty slick, hey? So that's the hover mode. Dolly Track, this is the really good one. So now, Dolly Track, it will go away from me. Watch this. Hold your hand out. Now I can just walk towards it. And it will just go away from me. Pretty slick. Even if I ran, put my hand out, knows I've finished, lands. So let's have a look at orbit. 20 feet high, 360 degrees, 20 feet out. Yeah, let's look at that.
20 feet, orbit.
You can of course change all the photography settings and the videography settings, so you can have it at, you know, 4K at 30 frames a second, 60 frames a second, 120 frames a second for doing your slow-mo stuff. See, that's just doing its own thing. And this is without a controller telling it what to do. It's literally get it out, chuck it up. Comes back down, finishes its thing, hold your hand out, lands. Right, I'm going to try a ride down there, see how it follows the bike, and just see what happens, eh? We know it's connected to the beacon, so I'm going to pop it up here.
Follow.
It automatically starts recording, because that's another thing that I've done several times in the past. I will have shot an amazing piece and then landed it and then thought, oh no, I didn't press record. So as soon as this leaves your hand, it starts recording. Yeah, we're definitely connected to the beacon. It's following nicely. Because I've got the beacon there, look, I can see exactly what it's doing. We're doing 20 mile an hour. Seems to be keeping up well. What we're going to do is we'll turn around at this little junction here and then go back to where we just came from and see how it follows me around there. So the thing with the beacon is sometimes when you're doing flying and following, if there's more than one of you and you choose to go a different direction from the person that's with you, it sometimes can follow the wrong person. Whereas this now follows the beacon, so it will follow the right person. It's done that lovely, actually. Again, 20 mile an hour. I don't think it'll go much faster than that, to be honest. Even though I have selected it to travel follow from a far distance, it doesn't seem to be lagging behind at all. It's locked at the far distance I've asked it to do. Okay. That's actually done that very, very well. Turn off. Very well indeed. Thank you. Hand out. There we go. Hand out. That's it. I'm going to try again. Mid-distance and flat height. So that's pretty much head height. Let's try again.
Middle. Follow.
Up she goes. Yep. So that's a lot closer, look, as you can see. Let's see what the car coming now. Look, let's see what happens. Tight through the van and the car there. Brilliant. Now there's a van behind us as well. I might pull up and let that van go. So, obviously the conditions again today are perfect for the drone. You've got the blue sky, some wispy clouds, so it's perfect for quality. It should look stunning actually, and I'll be surprised if it doesn't. A bit wider this time, but just look how well it follows and how well it turns and that. I bet if any locals are seeing me, they'll be like, what is he doing? Car again. Let's wait here. See, the drone comes and sits there. Flying camera, should I say. The battery lasts about 15 minutes. Which, you know, if you've not got your shot in 15 minutes, then you're perhaps doing something wrong. Returning. Right, it's run out of battery, I think. There we go, it's landed. Look, it's out of battery. There we go. 13%, that's it. It comes with a little charging case. What's that showing? Full. Oh, yeah. Not too bad, thank you. Tiny little batteries. You just pop it off from the hover. Pop that end in. That end in. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So you just fold her up, stick it in your pocket, or just chuck it away. Let's go and enjoy a bit of this weather, shall we? Yeah. So yeah, that is the HOVERair X1 Pro. Retails at about £600. I think you can get it cheaper for the camera on its own. I'm calling it a camera rather than a drone because that's how they market it themselves, the flying camera. I think it's more suited for walking and, you know, mountain biking, maybe, things like that. Like I said, the follow me stuff is fantastic. So walking through a forest, in and out of trees, it would follow you, no problem, it wouldn't crash. So if you're wanting like a drone that's really simple to fly and you don't need any piloting skills, that you don't need any license for or anything like that because it's so light, then I think this would be good. Like I say, the quality is great. And just being able to hold your hand out and set it off and then hold your hand out for it to land, if that's the extent of what you wanted to use it for, I think you get on very, very well with it. Is it for the motorbike? I don't know. I kind of was hoping that it was going to be a replacement that would make my drone flying so much easier, where I could just go, yeah, go on, pull up, chuck it up, and it'll do its thing. What I need to do really is test that beacon ability a little bit more. See how well it follows the beacon when I try to make it get confused. If I can settle on the beacon thing being good, and it does follow, even when it loses you for a second, with it still following the beacon, it should just keep following the beacon. It's not a line of sight thing. So, yes, I shall do a lot more testing, but my first impressions are it's very, very good. Is it for photography, videography? Yes, absolutely. If you're going walking, hiking, making a film, it'll be brilliant for that. Suitable for the motorbike? I don't know. Oh, this sounds great. Is the HOVERair going to find a regular place in my camera bag? Yes, I think it will, but I don't think it will replace the drone for me. It will definitely have its own perks though. I'll get a cup of tea and a bloody scone. Thank you very much. Yep, alright, I'll speak to you in a bit then. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye, bye bye. You're looking for the entrance, mate? Yeah, it's just there. Yeah. I did the same, it looks like it's supposed to be there. Yeah, I think you can get in there as well. Thank you. I've just had a beautiful scone and cup of tea. You can't beat that Rudder's clotted cream, can you? Oh my god. And yes, I am still following me 1 meal a day. But today, I thought, balls to it. Watch yourself, you clown. See what I mean? That's how easy it is. I'm on this bike, and then a clown like that behind nearly rode into me. I always make a point of eyeballing people like that, or any cars that are in junctions that are about to pull out. I'll always make a point of going by them and eyeballing them as I do, just so they remember that they've seen you. Hopefully they'll remember next time. What the hell? I know I'm not down with the kids and that, but what the hell is that? And wherever did we go wrong that that's perfectly acceptable to walk round? Britches round his arse, sliders, I can't even bear to call them sliders, flip-flops, and white socks pulled up. Who made that fashionable, or who made that okay? Okay, I know I'm not 17, 18 anymore. Calm down. Let's enjoy a bit more of this beautiful day. Beautifully crisp, clean, dry, late autumn day here in Derbyshire. Oh. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope this has been of some use to you. Even if it's not been any use to you, what a stunning day to come out on a HOVERAir. Nice bit of gratis entertainment with a beautiful backdrop and an even more beautiful soundtrack. Hello, my sweetheart. Oh, I bloody love this thing. Oh. Makes me tingle in my tingly bits. Right, I'm off to enjoy the rest of this day. Thanks for watching. I've been RichyVida. I'll see you on another one sometime soon. Thank you very much. Be good, be careful, and be kind.